What's up, beautiful people? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dan. Today I am gonna talk about Aklief or Trifarotene, which is the newest retinoid I've been using. It is the newest retinoid on the market, actually. It is a 4th generation retinoid. Very interesting one. I'll give you some first impressions. I've been using this one for a month already. Why I decided to introduce this one in my routine, to replace Tretinoin. I'm gonna compare it with Tretinoin a little bit because I have some experience with that. Before I start though, consider following me on Instagram, subscribe to this channel for more skincare content, check out my Patreon in case you want to help support the channel, TikTok account, I also have a TikTok account, check it out. So, there's like 2 big reasons I've decided to start this one. The first reason is, honestly, why not? Why not? I mean, it is the newest retinoid on the market. It's very easy for me to get. I can just walk in any pharmacy here in Romania. They didn't ask me for any prescription for it. It is 35 euros, but you get 75 ml. So this is gonna last me more than a year, most probably. Well, a year, because I don't think you should use it after that. But, oh, actually it expires on November 2025. Well, that's not good. Well, it should have a better expiration than that. But this can last you probably around a year. 35 euros for a year of retinoid usage is just amazing in my book. Yeah, very accessible for me, and also that's kind of what I do on this channel. I just try a lot of new products, new ingredients. It's the thing that I'm doing here. I'm sharing my experience with all this, so of course I had to try this one at some point. The second reason is the fact that I couldn't use Tretinoin more than 2 or 3 times a week, even after 4 years. I can still not use it daily. And in the back of my mind, that's a little bit of a bummer, because in all these human clinical trials, they are using Tretinoin every day, and that's kind of like the main goal. It's kind of like what's going to provide the best results. According to studies, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think daily usage is going to work for all people, me included. My skin looked horrible when I was using Tretinoin every day. When I started slowing down and using it like 2, 3 times a week, that's when my skin looked the best, cleared up. I didn't have all this irritation from Tretinoin, all this new acne from Tretinoin, because my skin was getting irritated, and irritation leads to more acne. So yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings about this daily thing, because in all the big studies, daily usage is kind of like the gold standard. But I know it's not necessary, but still in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want that daily usage thing. In my mind, I kind of feel like I'm missing out on the maximum results, let's just say that. So yeah, this one is supposed to be gentler, and I think this is going to be the retinoid that I am able to tolerate every day. It's been a month and I'm already tolerating it every other day, so fingers crossed it is gonna work. All that aside, let's talk about Trifarotene, which is the newest retinoid we have on the market. It is included in this product. It is a 4th generation retinoid. It mainly targets the gamma receptors, retinoic acid receptors in our skin, which makes it different than all the other retinoids we have, because it mainly targets only the gamma receptors. And it really targets them like... Oh, by the way, also, these receptors, these specific ones, the gamma ones, are the most abundant in our skin. So because of that, you're supposed to like get very high effectiveness of this one while being gentler, because it's not targeting all the other kind of unnecessary receptors that don't really need to be targeted that much. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying. That's how I understood it, and I'm trying to explain it, but my English is not the best. So yeah, overall, because it focuses mainly on those specific gamma receptors, which are the most abundant in our skin, you get all these strong retinoid effects while being gentler at the same time. It's so strong that this one is like 0.0005, let me check. 0.005, it's 50 micrograms only. That's like 10 times less than Tretinoin, but you don't have to compare those this way. Just kind of trying to give you an idea of how small of an amount of this one you need in order to have all those retinoid effects. Even though this one sounds amazing so far, I'm not sure I'm going to use it long term, mainly because it's only been studied for acne. It is FDA approved for acne. It's approved for body acne also. You can use this one on your body, whereas Tretinoin is not approved for that. mainly because we don't have studies on tretinoin on the body, but we do have on this one. They've done studies, so it's supposed to have like low absorption, low systemic absorption, which makes it good for body acne. But we don't have any studies, any human studies on the anti-aging benefits of this one. In theory, it should work because it targets all those gamma receptors. Like theoretically, it is gonna provide amazing anti-aging benefits. We just don't have the data. We don't have any human studies where they show that this one provides anti-aging. I think they did show some like lightening of dark spots in mice, but yeah, don't quote me on that. Yeah, that's kind of it. Unfortunately, we don't have any data. I don't know why though, because this was released in like 2019, I think. And if Galderma really wants to make money, they should focus on the anti-aging side of this, because that's like way more attractive to people. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about my experience. Before starting Aklief, I did take like a 1-month break from all retinoids, mainly all actives, because my skin was not in a good place. I had a pretty damaged moisture barrier, yeah, a lot of acne, a lot of redness, irritation. So I took like a 1-month break. I only focused on azelaic acid and sodium sorbate phosphate for the anti-acne benefits. I healed my moisture barrier. That's when I started this. First 2 weeks were kind of rough. Still nothing compared to tretinoin, but I did get more irritation, more peeling, a little bit more acne. Nothing compared to the side effects of tretinoin though. I remember when I started that, it was pretty intense. This one was gentler. And now after a month, I'm able to use it like 3 times a week, every other day, without... I still get some irritation, definitely, but it's nothing that major. I am using some very calming anti-irritation products, though I'm gonna get into those a little bit later. So I think those also help a lot, but this one is not as irritating, definitely. Currently, I don't have, I think, any active breakouts. My skin is looking great. And I do feel like I see those, and it's very early. It's like just been a month, but I feel like my skin does look smoother and just nice overall. Maybe it's the placebo effect, especially considering I took a break from the retinoid, so my skin was looking worse. So now it's kind of like getting back to normal. It's like a very fast transition, let's say. But so far the experience with this one has been great. And if I am gonna be able to use this one every day, and if I see those anti-aging benefits, I might not go back to tretinoin. Who knows, we'll see. I'm gonna get a little bit into the skincare routine that works for me at the moment and what I'm using to kind of like calm down my skin. This is the cleanser I'm currently using from Balia, from DM. It's very nice and gentle. I also might use the Geek and Gorgeous Jelly Joker. I also really like that one, but I don't currently have it, so I actually need to place an order for that. Really nice and gentle and very budget friendly. In the morning, I would use this serum from Coast de Baja, which has sodium sorbate phosphate, this vitamin C serum, because the sodium sorbate phosphate is great for acne while being gentle on the skin. So I like that about it, and it's very lightweight. Then I follow up with a sunscreen, usually a Korean sunscreen. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna use the La Roche-Posay Dark Spots. This one, it's probably the highest protection you can get on the market currently. Amazing option. And that's pretty much it for the night. That's when I pull up all of my anti-irritation products. I would again cleanse my skin, sometimes double cleanse, depends on what kind of sunscreen I have. Then vitamin C from Coast de Baja. Then I am using this Ectoin serum from Bellflower. This has 3% Ectoin, which is very high. They usually use like 0.5 or 1%. But this one has 3%. Ectoin is supposed to be this incredible like skin repairing and anti-irritation ingredients. I've seen some studies actually showing that it makes it so that you can use tretinoin more often using this one. They really go very well together and kind of like reduces the irritation with tretinoin, so you can tolerate better. So check it out. So far, maybe this is like one of the heroes of my skincare routine and why my skin is not getting so irritated from the Trifarotene. And of course, I also use this one from Geek and Gorgeous, the Stressless. This is also amazing. It has 0.3% medic acid, another well-researched and proven anti-irritation ingredients, has wound healing properties. It also has 0.2% beta-glucan. So both of these are very high amounts, even though it doesn't seem like it. These are very high amounts. And beta-glucan, again, soothing for the skin, helps repair your skin barrier. It also has that humectant that I like. What's the name of it? A saccharide isomerate, which is kind of like a really nice humectant that binds to your skin like a magnet, and it keeps it hydrated way longer than most humectants we have on the market. So really nice option. Love using this one. And then I follow up with just like a nice, calming, lightweight, fungal acne safe moisturizer. This whole routine is actually fungal acne safe. Aklief, it is fungal acne safe on some pharmacies, it is not on others. So this one is not fungal acne safe, but it just has like 1 or 2 ingredients. It doesn't really bother my skin. So the moisturizer is this one from Hamish, Calming, Hydrating, Balancing Gel Cream. Really like this one. I think it's like $18 for 100 ml. Very lightweight, but it works, especially now in the summer. And that's pretty much it. That's what kind of keeps my skin balanced and not too irritated and able to tolerate the Trifarotene. So overall, some final thoughts about my experience with Trifarotene after a month. Definitely gentler than Tretinoin, effective against acne, and daily use might be possible for me in the near future, hopefully. I can see that coming. When it comes to the anti-aging benefits, I don't know. In theory, they should be there because the gamma receptors that Trifarotene is binding to, they have been proven to like boost collagen production and help with wrinkles and fine lines and all that good stuff. But we don't have the actual studies on people. But it should work. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's it for today. If you guys tried Aklief, let me know how it works for you. There's not that much information on the internet, unfortunately, not that many videos about it. So very curious about people's experience with this one. Leave some questions in the comments below. I may address those in future videos. Hope this video is helpful. Love you all. See you all in my next video.